And so, as you look at that beautiful blue sky, does it feel like you can move towards that sky in any way?
Mhm. I'm just a little scared to break the plasma.
That plasma is going to stay with you and it's going to move where you go. So, let's do this. Let's just allow yourself to drift and float up into that beautiful blue sky in your beautiful bubble of plasma, safe and protected, with the angels guiding you on your journey. And as you allow yourself to very gently move into that beautiful blue sky with that beautiful purple light, let's follow it and find out where it takes you. Tell me what you see or what you experience.
I just went kind of, I just gave the sun a hug. Like I gave the sun a hug and moved beyond the sun, and now I'm in like space
Yes.
in the bubble.
Tell me what that's like.
I feel like safe, and the bubble's getting smaller. Like now that I'm feeling safe,
Beautiful. And what do you notice in this space around you? Do you see anything?
just like it's black and just like flecks of sparkle, and I don't know. I just remembered a sweater that I used to wear. It was like back in the 80s, and it was like had flecks all over it. It
Mm-hmm.
kind of like looks like um all different rainbow colors of flecks in a black like space.
Beautiful. So I want you to begin to imagine that right there in front of you in this beautiful space is a portal. A beautiful shimmering portal begins to open up right in front of you. So I'm going to count from 1 to 3. And as I get to number 3, I want you to step through that portal and on to the other side and into the next place that we need to see today. 1, beginning to step through that portal now. 2, stepping through the crystalline light and on to the other side. And 3, be there now. And as you allow yourself to look around in this space, tell me the first things that you sense or that you notice around you.
Um, so I'm just kind of laughing because before you finished, I had already gone through the portal, and then you were counting. So I went back and went through it, and I did that 3 times.
Nice.
And every single time, and every single time I landed in this at the same scene. So it's like I want to say it's dusty. It's like dry and hot and um hard ground, like not desert sand, but like hard dust, dry ground.
Mhm.
Like light colored, um, like I'm wearing sandals. I know that, and I think I'm male because I have hairy legs. So,
Very
um,
good. Do you get a sense of an age in this body?
mm, like late 20s, maybe.
Mhm. Tell me what you're wearing. What do your clothes look like?
Um, I don't know how to describe it, but it's cloth, like the ends are all uneven. It's like I'm wearing a tunic, but it's, like that muslin kind of like that, but it's
Hmm.
dirty. And I think I'm carrying like bow and arrows. Yeah, I'm running now.
Does it feel like you're running towards something or
No, I
away
just
from
saw
something?
pyramids. I just saw pyramids. I think it's Egypt.
Hmm.
I'm running towards something. Oh, I just shot up to the sky and I'm laughing. So I think I'm just playing around. It's not like fighting or anything.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm just kind of playing around.
Tell me
I'm
more. Tell
just,
me what you do next.
I'm with friends, like other guys, and we're just like pals. They're like laughing with me and stuff. They're trying to get me to go somewhere, but I don't want to go. Um,
Where is it they want you to go?
like a door. They're like, come on, come on. And I'm like, no.
What do you imagine is behind that door?
There's a lot of people going into it, but I don't want to go.
Allow yourself to connect even more deeply with your inner knowing. And as you do, you will understand clearly what it is that's behind that door. Tell me where all these people are going.
I'm just kind of turning away, like I'm walking the other direction, and I'm just kind of disappointed. Like it's something that I don't want to have anything to do with, but a lot of people are doing it.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's like a place of worship or no, I'm not getting that sense. Feels like a club, maybe. Like
What does this place look like? Is it in a building?
I just keep seeing a pyramid and then like a dark door, like a like a it's like a not underground, but maybe it goes somewhere near there. But I feel like I'm not part of what's happening, and I don't want to be part of what's happening. Like I'm kind of isolated. Like I've isolated myself.
Hmm. So tell me what you do next.
I'm just kind of walking up a hill and looking back, and they close the door and they're all in there. And I'm alone, and I just get a sense that I have like a different belief system, or I'm I'm different. Like I think differently, or I just feel sad now because like I'm alone.
Hmm. What is it do you imagine that makes you different from these that you're with?
Okay, so I just got a vision that I'm going towards a grassy area with kids. So I kind of feel like maybe it's something dark that's happening, or and maybe the people don't know it's dark, but I just don't want to have anything to do with it.
Hmm. Is it something that you're sensing or something that you know is happening? Are you just sensing that something dark might happen?
Okay, I don't know what this means, but I just got a like a vision of something really, really dark. And these people, men, are wearing black, like triangle hats.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they're laughing. Mm.
Are
And I'm
these,
just kind of looking from the hill and kind of shaking my head like I know, I don't know, it just feels that they're putting on two different, okay, so now they're wearing white and they're laughing with all the people and touching the people like they're guiding the people and the people are looking up to them and they're wearing white robes, but then the back of them, this is kind of weird, but the back of them is black. They're laughing and they're okay. I don't know what this means, but it's just kind of like there have two sides to them.
mm-hmm.
Like what they're showing the people, they're wearing white and they're kind and laughing and putting their hands on their shoulders. I'm just seeing like a whole bunch of maybe village people, and they're like putting their hands on their shoulders and like reassuring them, or almost like they might be ministers or priests, or but then I'm seeing that the back of them is black, like I don't know.
So does it feel like these men are, that something is happening inside of this pyramid where all of these people went and these men are a
Like
part of that?
yeah, it's like a secret society kind of like, but the people don't know that, like they're showing them the side of them that is wonderful, and then I can see that their backs are black, and then if you were to like, there's like behind them are black doors that are going somewhere else, like it's like they're showing the people one side of themselves, but that's not who they truly are. And then um I'm just kind of like keeping the children occupied so that they don't go over there. So I'm just kind of like up on a grassy hill with kids and I'm just like distracting them basically so they don't go over there. I don't know. It's like they're in a building, but I can see them. Do you know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? It's like I know
Yeah.
what they're doing in there, but the door's closed and it's a black door. And I don't know if it's in a pyramid. I just am seeing pyramids and I don't know if that's like for reference of where I am or
Yeah. So how do you feel like you sense the darkness? You said you didn't want to go and be a part of that. How is it that you were able to sense that darkness?
okay, I just saw myself like put my hands up to the sky. I'm connected to source, I think. Like I just
Mhm.
have a higher knowing. Um and I just got a picture of Jesus. Like I'm uh okay, so like there's like a uh okay. So I'm just seeing like the kids are connected too. Like there's kind of sparkles and gold and like it's happy and it's like they're connected to source too. Um, but maybe it's too late for the other people. Let me see. Um, Okay. So you know when you like you're being brainwashed or hypnotized, there's that like swirling. It's in all the
Mm-hmm.
people's eyes. The swirling, like they're they have those in their eyes. They're just they they're not connected to source and they're just believing. Okay. Okay. I don't know where this is going, but I just got the Pope. I got like the little thing that the Pope wears on the head.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the 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 man that is wearing a white robe or has one of those on. He's jolly and bald and he has one of those on and he's smiling at the people, but his back is still black. And then that blackness leads to a back door. Um, it's like they can't see it though. Like they're just mesmerized by him.
What's what's in the back door? Where does that lead?
Okay, so the trail behind him, like his back is black, and then there's a trail that goes to this black door. It's like a path, but it's black and gooey. It's like sticky and black and gooey. And the door is opening. Okay, the door's opening. And I'm just seeing demons. Like I
Mm,
don't want to go in there at all. Like there's, yeah, I don't even want to go in there. It's
let's
got,
just observe it.
um, it's got like, those old timey like candle lights. They're
Mm-hmm.
really, really red. It's kind of lighting, it's like cobblestone on the inside and it's like lighting it really red. And then if I open the door, there's like a lot of demons in there. And yeah, it like seems really, really dark.
And are these demons controlling these men? Are these demons inside of these men? How is that all connected?
Yeah. I just got like tentacles that are coming up through the door and they're like suctioning on to the back of the man, like where he's black on the back side. They're like suctioning and sucking, like they're just now he's attached to these and they're kind of like trying to pull him back. Yep, he just went back and the door closed. And the people still have things in their eyes and they didn't even notice. Okay, he's gone. And the door closed and the black's gone, the trail's gone and everything. He's just in there now. And the people are kind of confused. They're walking around and like they're just confused.
And so, what was it that put them into that trance? You said it was almost as if there was like a hat with a symbol.
I don't know. I think that they're I think they're burning them. I think that they're lighting. Yeah, I think that they're being burned in there. And they can't get out.
Does it feel like they're in a trance and they don't understand what's happening to them? Is that what
They're trying to
happens?
get out. They're trying to get out now.
Mhm.
And it's too late.
Tell me what happens next.
I can see fire and smoke from where I am.
How do you feel when you see that fire and smoke?
I'm just kind of gathering all the children and hugging them.
What do you do next?
Running down the hill. Like I left the kids in a huddle, and I know they're protected, and so I'm running down the hill, and I'm trying to. I think I'm trying to see if I can get in. Okay, I opened a door and people are coughing, and some people are coming out. And they're just crying and confused. I'm not sure. It's like they still don't understand. Like something really bad happened, but they don't.
Tell me what you're doing.
They're just the people. I don't know. They're not acknowledging me. They're not like, okay, my friends came over to me. They're okay. They don't get a sense that people were even phased by it though. Like they don't seem traumatized or anything.
Mm-hmm.
They just are going on with their lives. There's no discussion about it. There's no like tears or anything. They're just they're no, they're just gone off with their day.
Do you get a sense of why that is, that they don't have an awareness?
I'm trying to tell them what's going on, and they're not. No, they're kind of like, "Come on, lighten up," type of thing. It was an accident. Everybody's okay, and I'm trying to tell them like it's more than that, and they're not getting through to them.
What happens next?
Um, the kids come running down the hill. They just what's going on with their day. I just feel alone, like in my thoughts that I have no one to talk to, like really talk to about what's going on. That maybe there's something, I don't know.
So, what's important for you to know or understand about this experience, the scene that you just witnessed? You need to know about it.
Okay, Jesus is kind of waving me over back up with him. I think just maybe that no matter what is going on, that I just still need to be connected with source and stay true to myself. He's kind of like putting his arm around me, and we're kind of like walking and he's talking to me.
Tell me
Like
what he says.
it's not like the Jesus that you see in religion. It's not like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tell me how he appears to you.
He kind of has shorter hair. It's long for a man, but it's not long like in the pictures. It's like kind of it's blowing in the wind right now, but it's kind of like short and layered. Um, like goes over his eyes a little bit, but he has really, really blue eyes, like strikingly blue eyes, and a really, really kind smile, like loving, loving smile. Um, He's saying, I am your brother. I am your brother. Don't worry. I'm here for you.
What does he want you to know about that scene that you were just shown? What was the purpose for that?
He's holding my hands out like so my palms are faced up and he's touching the palms of my hands and they're kind of like lighting up a little bit. Okay, and he's pointing to where the people were. And he's showing me I can put my hands on them, on their backs or on their shoulders, and then they'll okay, and then they're kind of like those swirls in their eyes are stopping. They're like coming out of their hypnotic state. I think he's showing me that like if you just I don't even need to say anything. He just is showing me like if I just put my hand on their back and maybe just show them kindness that they'll wake up. Okay, it's almost like he just went rewind and now we're back up on the hill again and he's showing me again the palms of my hands and there's like sparkly kind of energy coming from the palms of my hands, like my whole hand. And he's smiling like with patience, like, don't you see? You don't need to say anything. Just and he's showing me like he's doing it now. He's walking up to the people and he's wearing like a white, it's like a flowy piece of garment, but it's very flowy. And he's walking up to the people and he's just putting his hands on their backs. They don't know he's there. He's just doing it. And they're just like the people are it's almost like they're waking up from a dream. They're just kind of like shaking their heads and like, what's happening? That type of thing. Um, and he just has like a soft smile, like it's not hard, it's not difficult, like just just be kind to the people that don't see it. Be patient. He's hugging me now. He's hugging me. It's like it's like I know him.
Tell me more about the energy in the hands because you can see that energy from time to time coming out of the hands. What does he want you to know about how you can use that powerful energy?
Okay, now uh I'm just me and my life now and I'm putting my hands on my daughter and I'm not doing anything special or unique or like a trick or anything. I'm just putting my hands on her gently. Um, I think he's trying to tell me it's not like magic. It's just allowing. It's just he's so graceful, like he's so calm and peaceful. He's just like um just easy um to be loving and kind. It's easy. And we're making it so hard. Like you don't have to do anything. but just be loving and kind. He's showing me something. Okay, so you know that picture where the two fingers are touching?
Mm-hmm.
What is that? Um,
Is that the Michelangelo?
yeah, he's showing me that touch is so important. Like, because we all have energy and we don't even need to touch. He's showing me now, like he has his hand just not even touching someone's back, and there's like energy going into their back, and then they're like, what? And then they just calm down, and then they just relax. It's like you can have such a huge impact and you don't need to do much.
What other messages does he have for you today? What does he want to share with you?
He just put his hand on my heart and his forehead to my forehead. And he just smiled. He's just smiling. He said, "You can do it." He's walking away. He's gone. But the way he left was like he walked and then he hovered and then he was gone.
Beautiful.
Like he,
Beautiful.
and he just waved from up above. It's like he hovered above the grass and then he went, toon, toon, like you see in cartoons, like, toon,
Mm-hmm.
toon, and they're gone. And then he stopped and then waved from up above. And I'm just waving. And I feel like really impacted, like motivated to spread the light.
Tell me
And
more about.
I'm just kind of like, I'm in a village. It seems like I'm in a village like environment
Mm-hmm.
where there's like wildflowers and grass, and people are like, those old timey wells with like the wood. They're like getting their water from a well, and like wood barrel type of well. Um, and I'm just kind of going from like different groups of people, and I'm just trying to do what Jesus told me to do. I'm being kind. I'm like smiling at people, and I'm just gently putting my hand on their shoulder, their back. I'm just like trying to make an impact.
And as you do that, do you notice if it affects anyone that you come into contact with?
Yeah, people are really happy. They're smiling and they're thanking me. But there's still some darkness over by where they were. I can feel like the dark energy behind me. Um, there's still something looming that's really, really dark. And I'm looking over my shoulder, but it's like showing me that I'm putting my arms trying to like huddle the village people together so they're not affected again. It's like I know that they're there, but I don't want them to know that it's there. I'm like, come on, let's just stay focused on being loving and kind. Like, don't look over there. Don't go over there. Like, remember how good this feels. Like, look at how happy we are. Like, don't even pay any attention to it. And some people are walking over to where the dark is. And I'm not really running after them. I'm just focused on the people that are still there. It's like they can't stay away. They can't, they're so attracted to it. Yeah, slowly more people are going back over there. I don't know, I'm trying really hard and I still have some people with me. I'm just feeling defeated again.
Mm. And so, what would Jesus say to you in this moment? What would he tell you to do?
It's okay. Just keep going, keep on your mission. It's okay. Oh, he's telling me that like every one person you make an impact on makes a difference. Don't focus on the masses. Just focus on one or two people and then move on. Okay, so yeah, he's saying don't be overwhelmed. Just keep going.
So, how is the scene that you're looking at? How is the scene connected to your current life?
I think um I think he's telling me that like no matter how awful things look and how helpless we feel, that even if you just focus on one person in your family, like just try not to get swallowed up by everything that's happening. Just keep it small, and that makes an impact. You're more powerful when you make a greater impact on one person and draining your energy trying to make a bigger impact on the masses. Like you will be fueled by teaching one person or like helping one person, and then they'll help one person, and then you can move on and start small. And maybe that's what I'm supposed to be doing is he says, yes, just keep going.
So, let's ask if he can help you to understand your mission and your purpose in this life as you're feeling so pulled to understand more of what that is. What does he say to you?
I'm just he's on my property right now where I live, and he's just like, it's like he's doing the same thing that he did in that scene where he's just like gently guiding me. Um, like as I'm going about my day, or I'm at the grocery store, or I'm picking my kids up from school. And when I smile at one person, or when I help an elderly woman with her groceries, or and he's just showing me having eye contact with different people throughout my day, that I'm making a difference. Oh, now he's showing me like my feet And I have like the whole ground is grids. And he's showing me my feet, and then he's showing me like electric, like bright, uh they're like, it's like lighting up under the grid where I'm walking. And then that light is going to someone down the street and lighting up underneath of them. It's like I don't know. He's I'm seeing like a game where you is it a computer game or something where you step and it like lights up underneath your feet? Is that a
Hmm.
real thing, or is
I'm
that a
sure
computer
it
game
is.
or something?
I'm sure it is.
Okay, so that's what he was kind of showing me. It's like the whole earth is and oh wow. Um the whole earth is held together by um an energetic geometrical grid, like the whole planet. And okay, it's very complex. And um oh, so he's showing my feet on one end of the earth, and slowly it's trickling and it makes its way over to the other side of the earth, just by the interactions you have with people and transferring of energy between people. It's that powerful that that's how we're going to kind of shift into having the whole grid light up under our feet. Okay, so now I'm seeing the whole earth is lit up like a grid, and it's magnified, and the light is so bright. It's like it almost looks like the earth is the sun, because we've we've done the work on uh electrifying the planet. I don't know, that's what it looks like. It looks like it's like we don't even we feel like we need to do so much, and really we just uh okay, he's just showing my body, and my body is glowing. And then I'm walking around and I'm having coffee with a friend, and her body is now partially lit, and now she's going about her life and her body is lit, and then she's, it's like a transferring of energy. um yeah. Oh, and now he's showing me love. There's the component of love that needs to be a part of that too. It's not just, you know, electromagnetic, it's the heart too. And my heart is really, he has his hand on my heart, and he's saying that we need to electrify our heart. That's the key in doing this work, is electrifying your own heart. And I'm like super happy, and I kind of have like energy out of my feet, kind of, and I'm just like going around, and um, oh, a lady dropped her purse, and I picked it up, and it made her really happy. And just so like things that we do every day that don't seem like a lot. Okay, now oh, someone's dog is in the middle of the street and no one's really stopping, but I get out of my car and they're so thankful. Like, oh, that they're so happy about that. Like little things like that, that really, if we just do that all the time, now I'm letting people go. I'm stopping my car and I'm letting them go. I'm late, but it doesn't matter. I'm letting them go. I'm looking at my watch, but it's okay. All right, you can go too. Yep. Okay, now I'm on my way and it's okay. Like we all just need to like do things like that for each other right now.
Wonderful. So she said she's always felt like there's something big that she should be doing, but she's not sure what it is. Anything other than what you've shown her that she should be doing in this life?
Okay, he's like sitting with me knee to knee and he has my palms open again. And he's like drawing on my palms with his finger. And he's like he's teaching me energy with my hands. He's like pulling his finger up and then there's energy and he's showing me like there's so much energy in your hands. Um he just put my hands on his cheeks. Oh, he's a beautiful, beautiful man. He's just like loving and he's just showing me all the different things that I can do with energy. And he's got my hands and he's behind me and he's laying my hands on my daughter. And he's like, now see, he's so patient, like a father. He's rubbing my back and he's just like, he just keeps showing me my hands.
What does he want you to know about your daughter? What does he want to share with you about her today?
He's holding her. He's he's laughing with her. He's he's really happy with her. He's like he's like hugging her and putting his cheek next to her cheek and just he's just so happy with her. Um and he's putting his arm around me like we're a family. Like he's okay. He gave me my daughter and I'm holding her. And now he's kind of like saying goodbye.
Why is it that she came into this life with so many challenges in these first few years?
Okay, they just showed me her chromosomes because okay, and they cut with scissors like the tip of her chromosome and they cut it with scissors like intentionally like um and she's giggling. It's not a bad thing.
Was that something that she chose to experience, or are you saying that something was done?
Okay, so they're not doing scissors now, they're pinching it.
Mhm.
They're pinching the chromosome. So I think they're saying it's not a weapon like they did.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. they're showing me a hand from the sky, so like a hand from heaven, kind of like is pinching her chromosome, and she's looking up and smiling, so she knows like that. And she just gives them a thumbs up in the sky. And I'm just seeing like her crown open up, and like light is pouring from her crown up to the sky. And she's okay. Like she's totally connected.
What did she come into this life to experience? What's her mission or her purpose here?
She's pointing to me, and she's pointing to everyone in our family. And she's pointing to her teacher, and she's pointing to her nurse, and she's pointing to everyone. And she just did the heart hand, when you put your fingers together to make a heart. She's doing that. And she's glowing right now. Like she's I don't know, she's just like, she looks so, she's like kind of floating, but she's glowing, and she's just like, it's like she's got an arrow, like she's looking like Cupid, like she's floating in the sky, and she's shooting love arrows at everyone.
And
She's,
have the two of you had many lifetimes together? How are you connected beyond this lifetime?
she's just holding my hand. I don't know, I just got like a lion for some reason. Like she looks like kind of like a lion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. Mm, she's kind of like rubbing my back, and like it's okay.
Does she have any
She's
messages for you today or anything that she wants you to know?
she's like, huh. She's like brushing my hair. She's doing all the things that I do for her, but she's doing it to me. Like she's washing my face, she's brushing my hair, she's taking care of me. Oh, we're in a hospital room, and I'm in the hospital bed instead of her. And she's laying in the hospital bed with me, but I'm the one in the hospital, and she's just, I don't know. Oh, she's thanking me. She's like thanking me. she, yeah, she's just saying thank you for everything you've done for me. And now she's like, okay, now, and she's moving my chin like to talk. Like, okay, thank you for helping me. Now go do your thing, is what she's kind of doing.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's talk about that energy as you were connected with Jesus and he was talking to you about the power of your hands. And one of the things that she brought today, she wanted to know more about was she has this ability to see these colors and these very intricate geometric shapes and patterns everywhere in the air. What is that ability? What is she seeing?
Okay, I'm back to like the room when this first happened to me.
Mhm.
um, and it's getting so like dense, the energy that it's becoming matter. It's becoming actual. Oh, okay. It's you can manifest using it. It's showing me like things like I'll see images or shapes and then they're becoming real and I'm just like putting it down to the side. So it's like I don't know, it's just kind of like it's showing me, oh, you want a ball? Okay, here's a ball. And then I'm putting the ball beside me. And then I'm looking and I'm visualizing. Oh, I think it's a way to, okay, so that was the first thing I think is maybe it's a tool for manifestation. But now they're showing me like a vortex, like the energy is it just looks like a vortex, like a long kind of cone shaped vortex. And then the walls of the cone are all geometrical patterns and shapes and colors. And it looks like a matrix, maybe. I don't
Mhm.
know. Like it's a lot of not numbers, but shapes and very, very, very detailed. And and it's like a smooth wall of it. And it's funneling into like a vortex. I don't know. It's kind of showing me going in it. I don't know. Like my arms are like I'm starting to go into it.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if I could do that, but
What happens if you were to go into that vortex?
it's spitting me back out. It's like, spandex, like how it's
Mhm.
stretchy. It's like I'm getting to the end of the vortex and it's like that. And then I'm just kind of coming back. And then they're showing me like a pinhole in the fabric. There's like a tiny pinhole. And then there's like light kind of, um,
Is this an energy that you should be working more with, or are they just showing you?
yes, I got someone nodding. Yes.
Okay. Ask them to tell you how exactly to work with this energy.
So I just see a notepad and like writing, like there's like someone in the room and they're like looking at all the patterns and they're writing down notes. I don't know how I would even know what it is, but they're showing me like a studious person with glasses and she's like looking all around the room, and she's studying it all. And now she's pointing to the vortex. She's like studying it, and then she's like pointing to that, like that tunnel.
And so this person, does this represent you, like in a
It's not
higher
me. I'm
aspect?
laying,
Okay.
maybe I'm laying in the bed, but now she's looking at her watch, like, when someone's like, hey, she's like tapping her watch and like she's a teacher, she's like, hey, come on, let's go. We got to do this.
And so, what should you be working on here in the physical in order to work with this energy?
Okay, so she's pointing to my crown chakra, and there's um like it's like a V. It's not like your whole crown, it's just like a V of light going into my crown. And it's very funny because she's like this studious, like teacher, like, and she's using one of those pointers, and I don't know, maybe that's how I'm able to, um, okay. Uh, that's all I'm seeing is she's like looking at her watch, she's taking notes, she's pointing to my crown chakra and my heart. And she's putting the pointer on my heart and my crown chakra, and then the patterns on the ceiling.
Mhm. Is there something that you need to do to work on your heart, to open the crown,
Maybe, yeah.
to focus on those areas?
And she just keeps looking at her watch, like, come on, let's get going. Like,
You should know this, right?
yeah, she's like time's ticking. You need to get it, like, figure it out, kind of thing, is what I'm getting.
Well, let's just see if
She's,
they can expand on it just a little bit more, maybe a little bit more specific,
mm-hmm.
what they want you to know about that.
Okay, so the light coming from my crown is now they're showing the geometrical shapes are going into the funnel that's going into my crown. They're like siphoning into my crown. And then I just all of a sudden I'm like jolted awake more. Like I'm like, okay, I get it now. It's like information or something. And then I have my hand on my heart, and now I'm visualizing more. Like so maybe it's like uh I'm getting that it's all the stuff that I'm seeing is information for me to expand my awareness. And then once I do that, I can do more. And then she's showing me that I can go into the vortex, um, that I can actually go uh, in there. But first, I need to get the information into my brain or into my crown, and then she's putting my hand on my heart, um, and then she's kind of pushing me into the vortex now. She's like, um, it's not working. Uh, she says it's okay, you just need more time. And she's showing me a calendar. She's like spinning the months. She's like, it's going to take some time. That's all I can see.
So let's see if she can help us to understand what was happening when you were seeing those shapes and the colors and things in your room, but then they sort of morphed into the dark entities and the faces. What happened there?
She's saying it's separate, that it's, she kind of like put all of the geometrical patterns and shapes and colors into the corner of the room. And now she's like showing me the different scary stuff that I saw. She's saying it's separate.
Why were you seeing all of that scary stuff? What was happening?
Okay, she's just like giving me a hug, like you're scared. Like she's like, look, it's fine. And now they're all goofy faces. Yeah, they're all like doing silly faces, and like it's like she's my mother, and she's like, look, it's fine. They're not scary. So
Nothing to worry about then, huh?
yeah. Yeah.
Let's see if she can help us to understand what are the sensations that she's feeling on the top of her head, her nose, and her chin, and especially when she's seeing the energy and the visions. What is that?
Well, the crown chakra, I'm just seeing that energy funnel of light going into my crown. And then the chin, it's like someone's tickling my chin. Like my guides are tickling my chin and tickling my nose. But the crown looks different.
Is that their way of just letting you know that they're around? Are you feeling their energy?
Yeah, they're kind of like sitting on my shoulders and like um now I'm seeing kind of energy funneling out of my chin as well. Like they're trying to activate that. Um, I'm not sure. I'm just seeing like light funneling out of my chin and my head.
Mhm. Let's ask about your guides. Who are her guides? Who's here with us today?
I don't know why they're doing like such a school kind of thing, but they're like one dot. Maybe because I asked for them to be really clear. I don't know. Um, so they're writing out my dad's full name. They're like one dot Sheldon B. Pinio. They're like writing out
Nice.
his whole name.
Mhm.
Um, number two dot Helen, Helen, Egyptian goddess. They're writing it out like it's like school. Um, okay, I'm trying not to stop myself. Okay, they're starting over one dot Sheldon B. Pinio. to Dot, Helen, and Helen has been with me through all my lifetimes. Helen, Egyptian goddess. Um, 3, um, they said Jesus slash Yeshua, Jesus slash Yeshua.
Mm-hmm.
Um, 4, Archangel Raphael. But they wrote that one differently. I'm not sure why. In cursive, like really, really pretty cursive.
And what's the
And
reason for that?
it's got sparkles on the name too. Like
Mm.
it looks like just maybe it's beautifully written. Um, it's kind of the information's kind of slowing. Um,
Any more that they're sharing with you?
I just said 5 dot dot dot. Um, I don't. Uriel, is that somebody?
Archangel Uriel.
Yeah, Uriel.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And how do the archangels assist you? What's their role in your life?
So the name just came off the paper and swirled into like a light of uh, like a glittering kind of looks like it's clearing my room, like making sure my room is good. It's just like kind of clearing the space around me, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's silly.
Wonderful.
It's like, okay, have a seat, like sit down, like it's like my, just like coming with me everywhere I go. Okay, and it's like putting the napkin on my lap and that sort of thing.
Nice. So, Dad was at the top of the list. What would he like
Yeah,
you to know today since he's one of your guides?
he's like laughing, like I wasn't ready for this. Like, let me prepare, kind of thing. Um, he he looks really good. He's giving me a massage. He's like just like massage. It's like they're being funny. I don't know. They're being really funny. He's just like giving me a massage and like he knows that my life is really stressful. And yeah, he's just like acknowledging that I do a lot. Um, and I don't sleep. So he's like fluffing up my pillow and like I'm up a lot at night. I don't know, he's not saying anything specific. He's just like taking care of me, like, that kind of
Mhm.
He's laughing. He just seems happy, and he's just showing me like a bookshelf, and there's a lot of books and one slips off and he's opening like kind of just like he's showing me, just making things happen for me. Oh, he just kind of pushed my husband up towards me. Like he's like saying, I helped you meet him, like kind of synchronistic things in my life. He's like dusting off his shoulders and he's pushing my husband up to me. Like he had something to do with that. Yeah.
Good.
And they're shaking hands. My husband and my dad are shaking hands.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So she's had some struggles throughout this life, and she wonders if those struggles have helped to prepare her for her life's purpose, or what can you share with her today about those difficulties that she's been through?
I'm just seeing her like sitting in like a Buddha pose, kind of like uh she's like elevated. She still sleeps in a crib. She's kind of like levitating. She looks like um yeah, I she's she's just like flying around. Um she's just saying like I'm one of your guides in a way too. Like, cause all the other ones were like, fluffing my pillow, pulling my napkin. And she's doing kind of things like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's like, I'm here to take care of you too.
And who
Um,
is who is this guy that you're seeing?
my daughter,
Oh,
she's, she's like, um, kind of glowing and she's just like, she's kind of like pulling my hand, like, come on, let's go.
mm-hmm.
I'm getting that she is just helping me through this lifetime. I mean, she's doing all of her amazing work too, but she just is like almost treating me like she's my mother a little bit.
Yes.
Like, oh, come on, honey. Let's go over here. It's time to brush your teeth. Um, yeah, like just very motherly.
Beautiful. Very good. So at the beginning of this session, we found a quite a few snakes that were in the throats and the stomach. And she has been experiencing digestive issues. Was that caused by that nest of snakes in there, or is there something else going on?
I just got a vision of a head of a snake bumping up against the inside of my stomach, like
Mm,
like being very volatile and without any like very, very dark, like doesn't care at all. Like just will do whatever.
And so now that we've released those snakes, will that Will those issues go away?
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit of pain in my stomach right now, but I'm not getting that they're in there anymore.
Okay. Let's just take a look. I'm just going to ask the guides to help us scan down in the stomach area. Let's see if there's anything else that we need to release today.
It's just showing me like they're putting band-aids all over the inside of my stomach. You know how when you hurt yourself, it's just like needs to heal.
Okay. Just needs a little
It
time.
just it's inflamed. Yeah, just they're just like it needs time. Yeah.
Okay. And is the dizziness and the nausea, is that connected to this as well? Or are those separate issues?
That's separate.
Tell me what's
I'm
causing
just
those.
I'm just seeing the funneling of energy outside of my head again,
Mm.
out
So
of
when
my
the
crown
energy gets
chakra.
in and it gets a little intense, you start to feel that dizziness.
Yeah.
How could she balance that energy so she doesn't feel like that?
They're showing me my bed. Um, Lots of rest. Um, yeah, and just showing me a nature walk and stuff like that. Being in nature. Oh, stop snacking at night. Oops. Um, just saying like they're just showing me that at night I get all cozy in front of the TV and like eat chocolate and popcorn and stuff, and they're like kind of waving their finger, like maybe don't do that every night. Oh, that's weird. They just a whole bunch of happy beings just got on the couch with us and are eating popcorn with us now.
I love
Like it's
that.
okay. Yeah, it's okay like to have fun once in a while, but not maybe not every night.
That makes
That's what I'm
sense.
getting. Yeah.
Well, while we're talking about snacking and eating, what can they tell you about eating meat? Whether that's a good thing for you, whether you should avoid it? What do you need to know about that?
They're saying eggs okay. I just showed an egg in a hand and like, yes, okay. And then they just showed a big rib roast and said maybe not the whole thing. And then they're just saying like a little bit is okay. Maybe not a lot. And then they're showing me like plants and salads and fruit and herbs and um, fish. And they're just saying not a lot of meat, just a little. But everything else is like that I've been eating is okay. Maybe not a lot of dairy, not too much. That's uh, might contribute to my stomach too. Yeah.
So, are there any final messages today? Any additional messages that the guides would like to bring through?
I'm just getting that like baby steps, but quick baby steps. I don't know if that makes sense, but like like it's kind of like we need to do small things, but we need to do them quickly.
Yeah.
Um
So, what are those small things that you should be
Like
working on?
at the very least, I think start with your family. And I'm just getting like working on yourself, like working on your own heart and expanding that out. And to start with, it would be your family, your loved ones, and your friends. And then, um, not forcefully, though, like just very subtly and gracefully, um, making an impact. But I think that in order for that to work, it has to start with you, because you have to be fully in your heart and authentic, because it will not resonate with anyone unless you are. So, in order to go out and have an effect on even just your family, you have to be rock solid with where you're at. And um, they're just showing me looking in the mirror and looking in your own eyes. Like they're just showing me looking into the mirror and looking into my own eyes and being completely okay and proud and like good with that. And then that's the first step. And then, okay, now they're just showing like meditating and making it a daily practice of within yourself, whatever that is. Um, and then you'll have more of an impact on others. Yeah, like wherever you go, and you don't need to try too hard, like, and not forceful. Yeah.
Beautiful. Very good. I would just like to thank all of the beautiful guides, angels, Yeshua, all the guides that were here with us today. We're so very grateful.